channel. It's Carrie here from Carrie Counts Cash. I hope you're all doing fabulous. I'm doing great. This is the second video in a set of 3. We are bulk filming today to try and get this done, but we are having a ball. Saving challenges are my favorite videos to film. I absolutely love the not knowing how much we're going to make a dent in some of our challenges and like what's going to happen, but it's so much fun playing these games with you, and I think you guys are loving the randomizer, so we're going to keep up with that. We have $455 here to do some damage, and let's count it. Now bear with me, the 10s are super crisp, so they're not the easiest thing to deal with, but we have 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 430, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So 455 is exactly what I thought we would have. This money is for the IOU for a flip a coin. It's not all of it, but it's enough to make a dent. So let's just get into it. Let me start by putting that money where it belongs so that I don't get confused, because you know I will. So this was from my cushion. We talked about it in the last video for my sinking funds. We'll restart that at some point in the future, but I thought it was more important to pay off any IOUs that I currently had actively going. So we're going to make a note here. Is it the 27th today? I think it is. So my IOU is down to 245 because that was 105 we just added. And so we won't count this. Maybe if we work on the challenge today, we will. But the next thing that I want to do is I want to go to my no spend challenge and put the money in here that I do every week, because this is one of the things that I start doing the challenges and then I'm like, oh wait, I forgot about these ones. And so for no spend, every day we don't spend money, we add $5 to this challenge. So we had the 16th, 17th, 22nd, 25th, and 26th. So we had 5 no spends, which 5 times 5 is $25. So now in here we have 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 220, 230, 235, which is a good chunk. I want to save hopefully $750 this year just by not spending my money. So I don't know if that's doable, but we will see. Today is already not going to be a no spend day. So that's how my next section is going. The next one that we always do is Wednesday weather. That's the last one here. So last week it was 10 degrees and this week it was 12 degrees. So for 10, of course, we're going to do 10, and for 12, we'll round up to 15. So that's $25. So between this and no spend, it worked out to an even 50, which is, it's great. I love the way that worked out. So in Wednesday weather, we have 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, 300, 10, 15, 20. 320 in Wednesday weather, which blows my mind. And that means we should have $405 to work with for the rest of the challenges. So let's go ahead and get the randomizer and the D12 dice, and we will figure out where we're going from here. Okay, this little guy is the D12. So this is going to determine which of these savings challenges we do. I like that it's random. I like that I don't know that I'm gonna do A, B, C, D every single week. This spices it up just enough if you're feeling like you're bored of your saving challenges or everything's too routine. This is a phenomenal way to break out of that burnt out mindset, because that's never the goal for saving challenges. You don't want to get burnt out with them. And this, I find, switches it up just enough that I never know what's coming, and it's always, always, always fun. This is my favorite part of my stuffings every single time we do it. So I'll take my die, and we got a 10. So number 10 is my scratch off challenge, which we didn't do last week. So this is nice to do this time around. And so historically, I just went in order. I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to roll my D12 again, because this challenge is double-sided. So then it gives me a little, again, variety. It's the spice of life. I kind of didn't land right. It landed half on my binder, so it wasn't on a flat surface. So 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. $40. $40 is going in here, so we'll take 2 20s. And we have 100, 150, 170, 190, 205. And this is a fairly big challenge. It's for $1,300. So 205 feels great. Let me clean this off and we'll be right back. Okay, we'll roll again. That's a 7, and 7 is roll the dice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my little D4, this triangle looking guy, this pyramid, and I'm going to roll and see how many dice we're going to roll this time around. All right, let's roll the D4 and see how many dice we're gonna roll. 1, okay. 6, and 6 times 5 is 30, because every one of the die faces, I don't do $1 per face. Where I'm Canadian, I like to round up. So the 1 is 5, 2 is 10, 3 is 50, and so on and so forth. So 6 times 5 is $30. Going in, roll the dice. So in here we have 100, 200, 300, 320, 340, 350, 355. So 2 is our next challenge. That's the $5,000 savings challenge. This one has the potential to really hurt, but I like stuffing it. So what we do for this one is I take this fat guy here, this is the D20, and we roll this and we'll count out how many spots. So that didn't quite land on camera, but it was a 3. So 1, 2, 3 is 70. So 70 is what we're putting to this one this week. So 50, 70. So 500 in the bank, 600, 650, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95. So 795. Yes. No, wait, was it 795? 600? Yeah, it was. 1 is 100 envelopes. So again, what we're doing for 100 envelopes is we're rolling the D20. And 18. So let's bring this in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 is number 25. I don't know what's behind here. Let's open it and find out. $51, which we round up to 55. So $55. This one really needs a consolidation. It's so bulky. So in here we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 680 in 100 envelopes. That is a pretty penny, and I can tell you that that will be going back to the bank. So let's do envelope 25, color that in here, just mark it off a little bit. I find that this tracker looks a little bit less busy than this. It's easier to follow as far as like marking off progress. We still got a fair amount of 10s left, so we should still be able to do a fair amount of stuff with that. Number 3 is flip a coin. So this is flip a coin, and what I like to do with this one is I do like to roll the D4 to see how many of these we're gonna do, but I don't think we have enough to do a whole lot, so I'm hoping that this is a small amount and we'll cross our fingers. So it's a 1. So I guess that worked out. So we're gonna take 1 coin, and yes, these are American. I know I'm Canadian, but I had these lying around and they weren't doing me much good. So I said, I will keep that and I'll use it for flip a coin. And I don't flip it regularly because it's hard with my finger and my nails. So we just shake it around and flip it, and we get a heads. So heads is $11, and we round that up to 15. So 15 going into flip a coin. So in flip a coin, we have 100, 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, plus 245. So that is over $500. That's like 505, I think, if my math is right. 260. Yeah, it's 505. So we'll actually be able to put a placeholder in here once this IOU is paid off, which is nice. Number 2 is the $5,000 savings challenge again. I think, yeah, I can afford it. It's gonna be dicey, literally. Oh, please not be too terrible, but if I have to do a big number, I mean, I gotta do them all at some point anyway. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 is 105. So 50, 70, 90, 100, and 5. So 50, 70, 90, 105. So 500, 600, 650, 700, 750, 770, 790, 810, 830, 850, 870, 880, 890, 95, $900 in here. We are so close to our first 1K. And how much do we have left? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Ooh, $90. This might be our last roll. 4. 4 is place your bets. So this probably won't be our last roll. So we're gonna take 2 dice for place your bets and see what combination it gives us. A 4 and a 3. So 4 and 3 will go over to 4 and we'll go down to 3 is $15 going into place your bets. And I'm sure we must have a 5 in there that we can pull out. We do, so 5, and we'll put in 20. So in place your bets, we have 50, 70, 90, 100, 110, 120. One is 100 envelopes again. Take our D20. And 1. So we're going to open up envelope 2 because that's our first one that's still not open. And that's $61. So that's most of our money. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 5. So we have $10 left. Guys, look at this wad of cash. Let's count it one more time and then we will put our $10 towards something else. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 455, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 97, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 745. That is absolutely crazy to me. This is so thick, I can barely even stuff it back in the envelope. So this could really do with a consolidation. And now let's figure out what we want to do with that extra $10. I don't know if I can put this in any of my challenges. I don't. Well, we can probably put it in the mini challenge. I think I've been paying off some IOUs though with money, and I don't know if I want to put it into a category or if I want to put it in an IOU or what. Let me think about that and I'll come back to you. All right, so I've decided I am going to put it in the mini saving challenge. I know that's kind of cheating, but I won't be able to do this forever and it makes more sense to me. And I did buy a new challenge or 2. So if I can complete this one, then that gives me more money to spend on something else. So we'll mark off 2 5s. And this means that the mini savings challenge has 100, 150, 170, 180, 190. It's a $300 savings challenge. We're almost 2/3 of the way there. Half of it I'm gonna put towards my niece's graduation gift. And I think this one actually is a good one to put towards my birthday present as well. So maybe that's what I'll do with that. So my hope is to finish off before my birthday. And so I might just have to cheat and make sure that I finish this in the next 2 paychecks. But that's kind of my thoughts for today. And I'm pretty happy with how this ended up. So I am so ready to consolidate this fat little boy because it is so thick. She's so thick. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope to see you in my bill condensing. Appreciate every single one of you. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.